These are the strangest things that have ever been caught on camera. This video shows what appears to be a dark humanoid type creature crawling towards a bunch of boys playing soccer. Once the kids see it, they immediately run away in terror. Nobody knows for sure what this animal was, but many people claim that it was the South American mythical beast known as the Pombero. This next video was taken at the funeral of a 7-year-old girl. It shows one of the balloons that was next to her coffin somehow floating directly to her crying mother in the audience. Many people believe that this was the girl trying to comfort her mother from the grave. These are the strangest things that have ever been caught on camera, part 2. This footage from a security camera in Alaska shows what appears to be a real-life Men in Black agent talking to the store's receptionist. Unfortunately, there isn't any audio in this clip, but what the man appears to say to the woman alarms her, as she reaches into her drawer, pulls out a gun, and aims it at the man. But all the man does in response is remain calm, lift his hand in the air, tilt it, and then put it right back down on the desk. This seemed to put the woman in some sort of a trance, as she put the gun down and gave him a mysterious package. This next video shows a woman shopping in China when an item behind her mysteriously falls down. She then proceeds to pick it up and put it back onto the shelf. Immediately after doing this, she begins to act very strangely, as if she was being possessed. She then falls to the ground and proceeds to freak out as if she was in severe pain. As the other shoppers in the store try to help the woman, she lets out a ghostly scream which causes the camera to flicker and items to shake. Many people believe that this lady was possessed. These are the strangest things that have ever been caught on camera, part 3. A group of fishermen were on their boat off of the coast of Maine when they spotted 2 deer swimming in the middle of the ocean. These deer were in open water and were miles away from any sort of land. The fishermen rescued them, but were confused as to how and why they were all the way out there. This video from China appears to show 2 big cars somehow being levitated into the air. All around, people were freaking out, as no gust of wind could have possibly lifted these 2 cars into the air. To this day, nobody knows for sure what pulled these cars into the air. Strangest things ever caught on camera, part 4. This video, which was taken in Russia, shows what appears to be a Bigfoot-like creature riding through the forest at a decent speed. While many people may say that this looks like a gorilla, there's no known species of primate that lives in Russia. Skeptics have had a hard time trying to figure out what this creature is, as you can clearly see its human-like arms and its broad shoulders. This next clip was filmed outside of an Indian hospital and shows a hospital bed somehow moving on its own. Due to the trees in the background not moving at all with the wind, it's pretty apparent that some paranormal being likely caused this. And if that's not enough, moments later one of the hospital employees was walking outside when he saw the table move with his own eyes. He then turned around and began to walk away, even looking back as if he was wondering what he just witnessed. Mysterious photos that can't be explained. Everything about this photo of an old lady looks pretty normal, except for the fact that the figure behind her was not there. The woman was alone when this photo was taken of her, and when she saw the picture, she burst into tears. The man standing behind her was her husband, who died 13 years before this photo was taken. A man named James Templeton took this photo of his daughter when they were in a meadow all alone together. But after developing the photo, a figure that looks like a spaceman was right behind his daughter. The man and the girl were 100% sure that nobody else was with them when they took this picture. And the camera company was able to prove that this photo was not edited. To make this story even more strange, 2 men that were dressed in all black that called themselves number 9 and number 11 visited Templeton's house and asked him questions about the photo. These are some of the strangest things that have ever been caught on camera. This dashcam footage shows the police chasing down a strange white car in the middle of the night. Whoever was driving this car was behaving very unusually, as they can be seen swerving all across the road and not slowing down for the cop behind them. Throughout the whole video, you can hear the officers talking about how fast this car was going. They couldn't catch up to it no matter what speed they were at. After the police were chasing this car for what seemed like forever and had no signs of luck, the driver suddenly turned to a dirt road. The officers followed him, and what they saw shocked them. The driver in their car had somehow driven completely through a chain link fence. The cops claimed it was a ghost. This next video was taken in Asia. It shows a woman standing very still and staring off into the distance at the top of a huge tree. Hundreds of people were gathered at the bottom looking up at her, as they were convinced that she was possessed. The lady was said to be making very strange and erratic movements before she climbed the tree, and while she was up there, she never moved or held onto any branches at all. People believe that she was possessed. These are some of the strangest things that have ever been caught on camera. This video shows a little girl playing with her 2 dolls. There doesn't seem to be anything strange going on until you look at the doll in her left hand. As the girl looks at her toy, it somehow twists its head and looks back. If you look closely, the doll completely moves on its own, leaving people wondering how it moved. This next clip claims to be evidence of a Mexican witch. These paranormal beings are a Mexican legend, but many believe that they really exist. I was pretty skeptical about this video until I saw this.
Ojos grandes y tez morena, ya no alcancé a ver más. Estaba vestida de negro, traía un gorro con una punta hacia atrás, pero no tenía nada de escoba, nada. Pero iba volando sola.
That was a police officer describing what he saw in the sky the same night that this video was taken. But I guess we'll never really know if this is a Mexican witch. These are some of the strangest things that have ever been caught on camera. This nighttime security cam footage from a school in Ireland shows what appears to be a ghost caught on camera. At first, you can see a locker row move by itself while no one's around. Then, a locker bursts open and all the papers fly out. And then about 20 seconds later, this sign is somehow pushed over. This school, which has been in Ireland for almost 200 years, has always rumored to be haunted by the students and the teachers. Is this proof? This 2019 video was taken outside of a Denver home in the middle of the night. The camera captured a bizarre-looking creature. Many people claim that this is real-life footage of an alien, but skeptics think that this is just a kid with underwear on his head dancing. Both theories are very believable, but you can't argue the fact that whatever was caught on camera is very skinny, and the way it moves its legs is not very human-like. These are some of the most mysterious photos that have ever been taken. This picture that was taken of a British World War I Air Force squadron appears to be nothing out of the ordinary. That is, until you look at the man that's circled. Behind him, you can clearly see the outline of a man's face. The face belongs to Freddie Jackson, who was a part of this squadron but died just a few days before this picture was taken. There wasn't any photo editing in World War I, and many experts believe that this is Freddie Jackson's spirit caught on camera. This picture was taken on November 22, 1963 in Dallas, Texas. Just moments after this picture was taken, John F. Kennedy was assassinated on this road. The woman that can be seen standing up in this photo is known as the Babushka Lady due to her Russian headdress. There were numerous photos of the Babushka Lady that were taken on this day, and in many of them, she can be seen pointing her camera directly at JFK during the exact moment he was shot. The FBI attempted to track her down as she may have had footage of the president's assassination, but they never found her, and her identity and what she was doing there is still a mystery. These are some of the most mysterious photos that have ever been taken. This picture that was taken in 1963 inside of a church in England shows a tall, ghostly-looking figure. There was nobody inside of this church when the photo was taken, and many people believe that this is the ghost of a 16th century monk. It is estimated that whoever was pictured here was about 9 feet tall. In 1966, a man paid a visit to the Queen of England's home that was on display in a national museum. While he was there, he decided to take a picture of the iconic winding staircase, assuming that nobody was around him. However, when the picture formed, you can see a ghostly hooded figure grabbing the railing of the staircase. This picture has been proven to be 100% real, and it's one of the most famous ghost photos that have ever been taken.